Hi, everyone. This is our last sections. We're going to be going over some big ones. Um, Section 6 is time off and leave of absence, and then Section 7, our last section, is working conditions. So 6.1 talks about our paid time off. This one's new, yay. If you have been here 4 years, you get 20 days off, 5 years, 21, 6 to 9, 22, 10 to 19, 23, and 20 plus, you get 25 days. Part-timers, it will be prorated for you. You need to get PTO approved prior to taking it if you can. We do understand emergency situations, of course. Unscheduled absences, please call your manager as soon as possible. And if your manager isn't available, your team lead or HR should be notified. You must exhaust all PTO before any unpaid time is granted. Unpaid time may be requested for emergency situations only and must be approved by HR. PTO is considered a non-vested benefit at MB and therefore not paid upon termination. PTO is not to be taken during your 2 weeks of notice, and we allow for PTO to be carried over to the next year, but all carryover days must be used by March 31st, no exception. And it's a pretty long section here too, so you'll want to go and look at this on the handbook. 6.2 talks about MB Gives Back. We give all employees 1 day in honor of our founder, Pat McGowan, to support our community and help others. We have t-shirts and love pictures to display on our Facebook page. 6.3 talks about our holidays. We announce the holiday schedule in November for the following year. We close early prior to holidays. This policy also states how part-time employees are paid for these holidays and early closers. 6.4 is maternity, paternity, and adoption. Please read about this benefit to hear what MB gives to both mothers and parental leaves, as well as adoption benefits. If you have any questions, call Erin in HR. .5 talks about the Family Medical Leave Act. If you qualify, you have worked for MB for 12 months and have worked at least 1,250 hours. This is unpaid job protected leave. And it's a really long policy as well. 6.6 is the military leave. This is USERA. This is military leave of absence granted to employees who are absent due to service in the U.S. Uniformed Services. 6.7 talks about bereavement. We give you 3 days if you suffer a death in your immediate family. Please see this policy for more specifics. 6.8 talks about jury duty and witness services. We give you 5 days of jury duty with pay. If you are asked to be a witness, you are excused from work if you have a subpoena, but will not be paid for that time and no need to use, and will need to use PTO. 6.9 talks about inclement weather, and from what I've heard, this doesn't happen very often, but if we have a delay opening or early closing, you are not asked to work past your normal work hours or take PTO and will be paid as though you were working. Okay, now we're going to go into section 7, working conditions. 7.1 talks about safety and health. Familiarize yourself with our emergency maps, exit plans, emergency instructions, and procedures for escorting guests. You should know how to set the security system in your location. 6.2 talks about our tobacco-free workplace. We don't want you to smoke, but if you do, you need to go to a designated area away from the customer and employee entrances. If you don't know where that is, please ask. 7.3 talks about our drug and alcohol abuse policy. No employee may report to work under the influence of illegal drugs or alcohol. If you are taking medications that adversely affect your job performance or safety, notify your manager or HR. Employees may not smoke, consume, or be under the influence of marijuana at any time while on the MB premises or while working, even if it has been legally prescribed. 7.4 talks about violence in the workplace. Security is very important. Notify your manager, HR, CEO, or the president if any threats that you have that you know of or that you have witnessed. And lastly, personal property and expectation of privacy. We are not responsible for the loss or theft of personal belongings. If you do notice something missing or damaged, please let HR know. While we don't want to infringe upon anyone's privacy, the safety and protection of our employees and the businesses is of critical importance, and there, MB reserves the right to inspect and search all company property for any legitimate business purposes. Again, thank you for joining me in all of these different sections. As a reminder, the handbook is on the internet on the HR site. Please go out and familiarize yourself with it. The purpose of these recordings is just to give you an overview, not to really give you all of the details that you may be needing. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.